Welcome at tutorial number 16 of the Trainz Model Railway Simulator. We are in the midst of a project to create a somewhat larger track and try to have many trains run around without ever colliding. In the previous tutorial we laid all the track, and now we are going to create the turnouts and tidy things up. So let's open up Trainz, and in the routes menu we try to find back our tutorial number 2, no, the project number 2, yes, there it is, and edit the route. What we have accomplished in the previous tutorial is this, and it does not really look good because I have some curves that are much too tight, and over here I have a little bit of a problem area. So let's first tidy things up a little bit. I click the track icon and I go to the first I hit the gripper and select my rail, so that from this whole long list I have exactly the same rail if I start to add some. Now click the move icon, and I think we better smoothen out this curve a little bit. I think this is okay. We are not worried about accuracy today, but just make it a little bit better, more realistic. This is good. I don't like this S curve, so let's move this one out a little bit. Is this okay? Not quite. This is a little bit not in parallel, so let's move these boys out a little bit. That is better. We can tidy up these ones, as you can see. I will do this, these ones over here, but the rest I will do outside the video. We can do that in our own time, so to speak. Okay, let's see what's happening here. This is maybe still a bit too tight a curve. Yes, that is okay. And now over here we have this trouble area because my tracks are too close and here they are too far away. Well, I have a little hunch that for some reason maybe it's better to delete this spline. Sometimes less is more, so to speak. Let's have a look what happens if I delete this spline. Yes, click, and there, oops, that looks a lot better. Let's quickly get back to move mode because I often forget that. If I delete something and then I click again, accidentally I delete more, which I did not want. Is this okay? Well, not quite 100%. I mean, this is a little bit not parallel, but I'm not going to do much about that. I just try to live with it. Okay, I think if we zoom out and have an overall view that we can tap ourselves on the shoulder, this looks, well, quite okay. Everything is smooth, no big problems here. Let's add some turnouts. What I want to do first, from this outer industrial track, I want to be able to move to the inward track number 4. So let's go first from track 1 to track 2, and I'm going to do that in this curve. So I would like to add a turnout over here. I already clicked the plus. Let's click over here and see what happens. Yes, it picks up nicely. I click over here. Yes, it picks up nicely, and it looks smooth too. I'm not going to change a thing. Well, right now I would like to be able to go from track 2 to track 3, and I want to take 4 blocks for it to get relatively smooth curves. So I click over here and I click over here, and as a habit I immediately click the straighten out buttons because that smoothens my turnouts. Now I like to go from track 3 to track 4, so I click the plus again and click over here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, I click over here, and immediately I straighten my track, not to forget that. What I like to add also is for the passenger trains not to interfere with this industrial train. I want them to have a free passageway, so I add another turnout here, 1, 2, 3, 4 till there, and I immediately straighten my track again, and I do that again, hit the plus from here to there, and straighten my track again, not to forget it. Okay, and hit the plus not to forget that. Is this looking good? Well, you might say, why didn't you use crossing turnouts here? Well, okay, that we can do that sometime later, but for the sake of time I did not do that. Now there's one thing missing. I also want to be able to go from this inner industrial track, so that it moves over here and then it ends up, here at track 2. So I need to be able to return from track 2 to track 1, the outer industrial track. Okay, let's add a last turnout, and let's do it here in the curve. Click over here, yes, that works, and click over here, yes, that works. And is this a smooth curve? Well, it looks smooth enough to me. So if I zoom out a little bit now, I can really say that I am quite happy with what we accomplished. We did tidy it up a bit and did all the turnouts. What I want to do outside of the video is to tidy up all these curves. Let's say maybe over here I already did it, but over here I did not. What I need to do is to move them all so that the circles exactly overlap. I'm going to do that outside of this video. See you later in video number 17. I am going to save my work, of course. I call it project number 3, and then we can use that in the next tutorial. Save, yes. Okay, see you over there.